I want to start out with a bit of a preempt, a warning if you will. I've looked at many internet businesses and I always find it amazing what some of them claim. Things like spend 20 minutes setting it up, then just 10 minutes a day and you can make $5,000 a week. Look, if it sounds too good to be true, in my experience, it very often is. Arbitrage is a genuine business opportunity with many advantages, and as such, when starting out, there's work involved, there's learning involved, and a degree of commitment is required for long-term profits. While you should be profitable to some extent immediately, you can't expect to make the same sort of profits as someone that's been doing it for years overnight. That being said, it's one of the advantages of arbitrage that you can pull the plug at any time without incurring any losses. There's no deposit term as such on arbitrage, and all of your money is permanently under your own control. Look, no one starts arbitrage with the intention to quit though, so let's have a look at what needs to be done to be successful. In order to be a successful sports betting arbitrage trader, you must be prepared to keep your trading very organised. Be prepared to dedicate time to learn the basics. Ensure that you're ready and willing to act whenever an arb is found. And accept that there's going to be a learning period. Getting organised really isn't that hard, but if you don't get a system sorted from the outset, then you might end up confusing yourself and making mistakes. So you better have a method of keeping track of all the passwords and usernames that you use, plus all the different account balances. Monitoring your bets and profits is a great idea too, so you can watch your steady progress. In the first few months, you're going to have a tough learning curve. You'll have to become accustomed to each bookmaker, to each method of navigation and the different ways of displaying bets. You'll also need to optimize your ability to react to the arb alerts with a level head, allowing you to quickly note the key details that you need to remember as you navigate the bookmaker site. So expect to learn a few things. If you choose to subscribe to an alert program, you'll need to be sure that when an alert comes through, you're ready to react. And as the first couple of months progress, realise that these learning months are going to be the worst months that you'll ever have. As your experience grows, your results can only improve. Sports arbitrage is a brilliant work-at-home business. If you're one of the many thousands of people who are sick of commuting to work or stuck at home for some reason, or you just don't want to have to deal with a boss, then finding a good idea for a work-at-home income is incredibly important. You need something which you know will work, which you know is in your control, and something that you can rely on to always be around when you need it. Sports arbitrage trading provides you with all of that. Sports are being played every day of the year, all year round, with many hundreds of different tournaments, countries, time zones and seasons. Odds are being consistently offered on those sports by many hundreds of different bookmakers. The opportunities for arbitrage are always there, the returns are regular and consistent, and you have complete control of your own money every step of the way. And what's best, you don't have to sell anything, you don't have to recruit anyone, not even your friends. You don't have to talk to people, you don't have to handle stock, and you don't need any qualifications or special skill. Sports arbitrage trading is open to anyone with time, some initial money to start the process, and the desire to work at home. So how much money can you make? Sports arbitrage trading can be reasonably expected to return from 10 to 20% per month with reasonable efforts. That does mean that if you want a full-time income from sports arbitrage, you'll need a reasonable bank. However, the real advantage is that the income can be earned from sports trading is tax-free in a lot of countries worldwide, and it can be done around other activities without interfering greatly. So it's possible to start with a smaller bank balance and reinvest all of your profits over time, thus building a substantial balance. By doing this while you work on other projects or while supported by other incomes such as a job, it's possible for anyone with any amount of money to get started in sports arbitrage, trading as a work-at-home opportunity. If you do the maths, it's easy to figure out how profitable arbitrage trading can be. Without knowing the details though, you might start to extrapolate beyond what's actually possible. There are upper limits. For example, there's only so much that you can bet on each trade. There's upper limits to the bet size, and there are of course limited opportunities. There's lots of them, but there is a limit to it. So arbitrage trading is never really going to make you $1 million, but it will give you a full-time income that most people would envy, starting with a modest bank account and not spending all that much time on it. And after all, if you're looking for a work-at-home opportunity, really isn't that the ideal that you're striving for? Arbitrage trading has its entry requirements, so it's not for everyone. It does require you to put in initial learning up front and therefore initial work to get started. So for those of you that are willing to put in the hard work and get started, arbitrage really does offer everything that you're looking for in a home business. It's real, it's relatively straightforward, it's something you can do from anywhere, anytime, under your own terms, and you can make money doing it. Work at home or work on the beach with a wireless connection. Earn money from home, not for someone else, but for you. There's no selling or recruiting, and you can stay in complete control of your money and your life.